Yeah, Arsenal won, Paris Saint-Germain won. These are my thoughts on the game. So this is a game that many perceived was a bad game in Arsenal's perspective. Yes, you can say that because Arsenal lost the game, so you can always say that it's a bad game in an Arsenal's perspective. But in my own opinion, it is not a bad game in Arsenal's perspective. The only thing that happened was that Arsenal were just unlucky. It is not easy to drag Paris Saint-Germain to 120 minutes and then to penalties without conceding more than one goal. In fact, the only goal Paris Saint-Germain scored was a penalty. So, this is my analysis of it. Yeah, the teams that have played PSG pouring out their attack fully. Check the likes of Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Chelsea, in fact, all the teams that played PSG this season, pouring out their attack. Look at what they got for it. They got whooped completely for it. My own feeling is that Ateta got his tactics right, spot on. He stifled PSG's attack. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and Desire Doué, they were all stifled in that game because of the tactics or the way Mikel Arteta set up his team. And Arsenal were just not good up front. That is just my. They had little firepower up front, and so this is the aspect I think that Mikel Arteta should work on if his team is going to make a deep run into the Champions League again. He should seriously work on his attack because his attack was very very weak. So if they had a better attack, they are winning that game by 2-0. If they had a better attack, they win that game by 2-0. Because there were chances where they could have exploited PSG. But then what happens? Bukayo Saka tracks back, and then when he gets the ball, he loses it. Leandro Trossard was fair, he was decent. Kai Havertz doesn't have support because Bukayo Saka, whenever he tries to support, he loses the ball. So Martin Odegaard was totally anonymous. So Arsenal needs more quality players up front. So that is where I feel personally that game was won and where that game was lost. Give Arsenal a type of attack or the type of attackers that PSG had, and Arsenal wins that game comfortably in 90 minutes while doing the good defensive work they did. Kudos to Mikel Arteta, kudos to Paris Saint-Germain, kudos to Luis Enrique. It was an interesting game, especially from a tactical point of view. Let me know your comments and what you think about that game in the comments. Thank you.